Howdy and happy Independence Day. Today's victim is this little innocent pork tenderloin, which I'm going to be smoking over some apple wood after I mess with it a little. Now I'm going to keep it simple. It's just basically salt and pepper. And a little granulated garlic. On both sides. But now, I'm going to wrap it with bacon. Chat amongst yourselves, this is going to take a while. And now it's time to go visit Mr. Grill. Now I've got the heat up, starting to get a little smoke. Time to put this puppy in here. And the probe for the Maverick, of course. Close her up. Now this is going to be a quick smoke. I'm running it at about 300 degrees and it should only take an hour. I'm shooting for a temperature in that pork roast at about 135 to 140. Bingo! Now stabilize it and leave it alone. Now I'm doing another variation on potato salad. This time a spicy one that I stole from Hilah Johnson. And we start out by boiling a pound of red potatoes in just enough water to cover until they're just barely tender, which for these will probably be 10 to 15 minutes. And while they're going, we dice up 2 stalks of celery, about a quarter of a cup of red bell pepper, and about a quarter of a cup of red onion. Pretend this is red. Mince up a little parsley and a few pickled peppers. These are pepperoncinis. You can use any of a number of varieties of them, depending on what you have and what you want. Recipe calls for a couple of tablespoons. That's close enough. Now for the sauce, about a tablespoon, come out of there, of mustard. In this case it's Grey Poupon. Two tablespoons of sour cream. Two tablespoons of white wine vinegar and a tablespoon of EVOO. Plus or minus. Now to this we'll add a teaspoon of chili powder, a half teaspoon of black pepper, a teaspoon of salt, and just a smidge of cayenne. Mix them all together. Now when the potatoes are cooled but still warm, cut them into roughly half-inch hunks. Dump them in. All of you. And mix them gently, but thoroughly. You don't want to really mush them up. Just thoroughly coat them. Then add the red pepper, the celery, and the onion. And some parsley. And the pickled peppers. Stir it all together. Again, trying not to bust up the potatoes any more than you have to. And that's it. When it's all thoroughly mixed together, let it sit for a little while so the flavors can mingle, but otherwise it's ready to serve. At the end of an hour, it was right where I wanted it, so I tented it for 10 minutes to let it rest. Now I've turned the heat up to kill, and the plan is to pick this thing up and get it on there. Not to cook it any further, but to sear and crisp that bacon. Good enough. I think it's dead. Now let's take it inside. And now for the ultimate test. What does it look like inside? Better yet, what does it taste like? Looks pretty darn good. A little of that, a little of that. Oh, yes. Yum with a capital Y. I like it. The smoke is just right. Next trick, thin slice it. Because I'm going to make sandwiches with it. Lightly toast a bun and start piling it on. And when it looks thick enough, a drizzle of some Vidalia onion barbecue sauce. This stuff is so good. Come on, dribble out of there. A splash of Cajun. And top it with some slaw. Fresh from the Publix deli. And I call that done. Get a mouthful of this stuff. Oh, yes. Yum. This is going to require at least 2. Maybe more. The pork is tender and juicy as can be. The potato salad is fantastic. Just the right amount of bite in it. Light, but with a great flavor. Added a little, I guess you could call it a salad of cauliflower and broccoli and tomatoes, tossed with the balsamic vinaigrette. And of course, the champagne in a properly frosted mug. And I'm set to celebrate.